Hi friends, in this lesson we will learn how to use conditional formatting so that we can shade alternate rows. So I have this data set and I want all the alternate rows to be shaded in one color. So all the odd numbered rows to be colored in one color and all the even numbered rows to be colored in the other color. So this will be better because this will be more customized. If we use a table, then we are limited to these options. We can't choose the style which we want. This is different from a table. This is our own customized row shading. So to do this, first of all, we need to select the database. And now we will go to conditional formatting. We will go to new rule. We will select use a formula to determine which cells to format, and we will type equals to mod bracket row bracket open bracket close comma 2 bracket close equals to 0, and we will click on format. Now we will select one color, let's say this one. We press OK and we again press OK. Now we go to conditional formatting again. We go to new rule again. We go to use a formula to determine which cells to format again, and we type equals to mod bracket open row bracket open bracket close comma 2 bracket close equals to 1, and we go to format, and this time we choose this color and we press OK and we again press OK. So now we have got an alternate row shading. Of course, we need to understand the functions which we used and what exactly did they do. First we would use the mod function. What does the mod function do? So in this cell, if I type mod bracket open and I type any number, let's say 23, and I press comma and I type 3 and I close a bracket, so it will tell me that if 23 is divided by 3, then what will be the remainder. Press enter and we get 2. 2 is the remainder, because if we divide 23 by 3, then we know that 2 is the remainder. 3 into 7 is 21. The rest numbers 2 are the remainder. So the mod function gives us the remainder. Now if I click mod and I divide any number by 2, let's say I type this really big number and I divide it by 2, then I have only two options. Either the remainder will be 1 or the remainder will be 0. In this case, the last digit is an odd number, which makes the entire number an odd number. So when an odd number will be divided by 2, we will get remainder 1. If we change the last digit to an even number, any number, let's say 8, and now if I press enter, I will get 0. So we know how a mod function works. Then we used the row function. The row function simply gives us the number of the row. So if I type equals to row, I open the bracket and I close the bracket. Now this is one of the rare functions which will give us the answer even if we don't insert anything within the brackets. Now if I press enter, I get 7 because the number of this row is 7. Here we can see that it's the number 7. Finally, what we do is we type equals to mod row bracket open bracket close comma 2 and we close a bracket. So what this is telling us is that now if we divide the number of this particular row by 2, then what will be the remainder? So firstly, what is the number of this row? It is 5. So if we divide 5 by 2, what will be the number? What will be the remainder? So the remainder will be 1. If we press enter, we get 1. Now if we drag down this function, we get 0, because in this case we are using the row function for this particular row. So hence if 6 is divided by 2, then the remainder will be 0. Let us drag down to see this pattern. 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. It's like this. So all the odd numbered rows will get us the answer 1 when this type of function is applied, and all the even numbered rows will give us 0 when this function is applied. Hence we use this function, this nested function, to tell whether a row is even or odd. Now let us select all of this data, go to conditional formatting and go to manage rules. We select the first one and we go to edit rule so that we can see this was what we had done. Is equal to mod row bracket open bracket close divided by 2. Now we had said that okay, if the answer of all of this is 1, then give us this blue formatting. So we're basically saying that if the row is odd, give us the row formatting. And before applying conditional formatting, we have selected a lot of data. So it means that this formatting should be applied to this lot of data. Similarly, in this particular case, at the end we had 0. So we were referring to the even numbered rows. So we were saying that if the row is even, then this formatting should have been applied. I hope I have been able to explain my concept clearly. So this is how we apply alternate row shading using conditional formatting. Well, this concludes the lesson. I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you next time.